Hi crafty friends, thanks for stopping by today. Today's tutorial is for the Sassy Shell Bag or Tonic Craft Kit 66 if you're still using the numbering system. So this is a 3D project, and I'll be showing you exactly how to make this and all of the different options for decorating it. I also have a cheeky little extra project which I will share with you at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around until the end. So first we'll have a look at the contents of the kit, and then we'll dive into the tutorial. Let's crack on, shall we? So if we first of all have a look at the colour palette. Oh oh my gosh, okay, so it's all of my favourite colours, guys. My regulars will know. So we've got 2 sheets of cream Craft Perfect, some misty mauve, lilac lavender, teal, that's ocean, lilac waves, and turquoise glitter cardstock. So these are all my favourite colours. It's like this kit has been chosen for me. Okay, we get a binder this month, which is always good, so if yours is getting a bit full, never fear. And the Sassy Shell Bag. Okay, and this is craft kit number 66 if you're still following the number system. Sassy Shell Bag, and straight away you can see we've got a lovely large die here, which makes the bag. That is gorgeous. We've also got a beautiful, stunning large stamp here in the stamp set, so we can either use this intricate verso die to cut into some cardstock and put that over the top there, so we've got a gorgeous pattern. Or if you fancy doing some colouring, we've got this beautiful stamp here, and it looks like that is the die to cut it out. Yeah, that die will cut it out, and that is also a die that will, so this is a verso die, which means it cuts into cardstock, but in order to make another layer you'll need this die. So say if I'd cut that out in purple and I wanted to add glittery turquoise over the top, I would use those 2 dies taped together to put on top of there. And then we've got a gorgeous shell that could be used to embellish it, or if you're making a card as well. We've got these really pretty verso dies here, and other dies to cut them out. They look like little mermaid tails. We've also got, you can see there's a hole here, and that's for a tag. So that's the tag, and I'm guessing that this fits in there, which it does. So you can have a shell tag, or we've got some ones that emboss. So see you soon, but with the C as in the sea. Lots of love just for you, so nice and generic. And so this is absolutely stunning. So this would be really nice for card making. So if you're a colourist, let's celebrate. Wishing you oceans of joy. Yeah, so many possibilities, not just making the bag. So if you're not too fussed about 3D makes and you don't want to make the bag, you can make loads of beautiful shell and seaside themed cards with these, so this is super exciting. Yeah, okay, so oh, we haven't even looked at the Nuvo yet. What have we got? Oh, we've got a Tropical Delight, Lime Burst, Rubber Ducky and Panama Rose. We've got a Smooth Precision Glue Pen. Oh, we've got a lovely Golden Sparkle Spray. That's a nice addition to the colour palette. We've got Morning Dew. So these dry clear. So you can use these obviously as dewdrops, or if you were doing like an ocean scene or something. And we've even got some of the Slim Crafters ribbon in ivory white, so that will be really useful for tying our bag closed. So we've got a lovely little haul here, and also 2 colour combinations, which is unusual. So we've got my favourite colour palette, which is aquas, turquoise, lilac, purple, etc. and ivory. These always go well together, and I do a lot of projects in these colours. But then we also have these completely different type of colours as well, the tropical fruits. So you know, you could actually use these. I'm thinking it would be lovely to cut out, so actually like get a piece of cardstock a bit bigger than that, blend these 3 colours. If you can blend the lime into the yellow, which will give a lighter green, and then you can blend the yellow into the rose, which will give like an orangey colour, and like making that blend would be lovely. And then you could cut that out with that, and then cut this out and put that over the top. And if you wanted to make it really blingy, you could add some sparkle spray. That would be absolutely gorgeous. So I'm quite torn, as I don't know which direction I want to go in. So what I'm going to go and do is go and have a think about it, and then come back and have all of the I'll do all the die cutting and everything off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll assemble it all together. So see you back in a mo. Okay, so I did go with the the typical Terry theme here. So basically this bag is A, super cute, and B, really easy to put together. So you just need to cut out 2 of the largest die, and then figure out your colour scheme, whether you want to go with using the ink pads or the actual colour scheme in the pack, or your own colour scheme obviously, but we do get all this beautiful cardstock, so why not. So I've scored the score lines on this one. It's basically, you just have to be very gently sort of fold it round like that, because it's going to be attached to the base like that. So you just have to sort of fold it so it sort of goes in then out, and then the same with this side. So I haven't used a bone folder on this. I might if I need to, but I haven't thus far. I just sort of used my fingers and my nail. So I've done that side, and then I haven't done this. Well, I did the bottom bit, and then just so I can show you, so this hasn't been folded. You can see that it sort of wants to fold in that sort of round fashion. And I do think obviously it normally doesn't matter whether you decorate a 3D make before or after you've constructed it, but I think for this you definitely do, because I think it would be difficult to get these side pieces stuck down properly. if you hadn't already stuck them down. That doesn't mean, I think it would be difficult to stick these side panels down after you had already constructed the make. So this is the fiddly bit, really, just sort of following the crease line, the glue tab essentially, round. And then what will happen is this will get attached to there. Which is the best way. It might be easiest to glue the bases together actually, and then let's just try this. The bases are glued together, and then bringing the side round, it would go like that. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. So I'm gluing the one base to the other. And then that little glue tab glues onto there, and that glues onto here. So we sort of have to fold this a little bit, like, I think that might make it easier. Just gently fold it. Yeah, that seems to want to work. So sort of gently, very, very gently. So this is what you want to make sure that you've definitely left your panels to dry first. I've left mine for about an hour while I was watching some videos in a hop I was taking part in. Gotta support your teamies. So let's check this again. So that wants to go there, and then that goes there. Yeah, so stick the bases together, gentle curvature of the shell, not so much that it's going to give you any creases, and then we'll just pick a side and get started. Apologies for the state of my hands. I've got both winter hands, and then also I was looking for a specific die set the other day, so I was going through my boxes, and I managed to slip my my thumb, that you can see in shot there, and then on the top of my hand I also have managed to get a couple of chunks out of that. So not the most attractive thing to see in a video, but c'est la vie. Okay, this is a bit trickier than I had anticipated. Oh, you little naughty. It's just finding the exact right position to hold it in, and then for it to get its grip, because once it's gripped on, and it's in, once it's in the correct position and it's gripped on, it ain't moving with the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. But it's just those two things. So I think I've got it. And then once you are pretty confident that it's grabbed, then you can let it go and then reinforce it with the bone folder, and that will be the final stickage. So it wasn't too difficult really. I think I was just making mountains out of molehills. Apologies if my newly cut hair is getting in the way. Yeah, I've had a haircut, probably about my 4th since the start of COVID, 5th maybe. Did it myself, followed it an Instagram reel. I did it a few months ago. I was watching these Instagram reels about people cutting their own hair and it turning out really well, and I was like, oh, wow, how do they know I need my hair cut? And I tried it and it worked out really well. I only needed just to trim it a little bit, the layers at the front, and trim like the bangs, I think, as the Americans call it, my bangs, or layers in the UK. So I then thought, right, well, I'm an old hand at this now, so we can take it further. So I did take it further, and actually I'm really quite pleased with it. I say, obviously it's a very narrow glue tab and it's curved, so you know, but challenges are good things. Life would be boring if everything was easy. You just need to, like I said with the other side, get it in the correct position and then hold it. And there are a number of different, there are 4 different sentiments that you can put in this little gap here. So I've gone for the Just For You, which is going to work out perfectly. Because, you know, I said at the start of the video that I was torn between my idea of ink blending and then adding the shimmer spray. Well, I found out a way that I could use both. So I've gone for my favourite colour scheme for the actual bag itself. Oh, that is so cute. That is so cute, and it holds yeah, a few little treats. You might fold up a pair of socks in there or something. Oh, that is so super cute. Just look at that. And that's how I use the verso die and the outline die and the Just For You all together on the gorgeous turquoise glitter card, and then I've got I think it's the mauve purple, just with the outer die, and then stuck that on top. And then for the side panels I used this and the dotted edge die. We've got a dotted edge or a straight edge, so I used the one that looks like mermaid scales in the lilac waves, and then backed that onto the I've forgotten what the colour is, it's the paler of the 2 turquoises. I think it might be ocean or something like that. So that's not quite dry, but I think that they're adhered successfully. It stands up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so next I'm going to make my shell, my little shell tag, and I'm going to make a little tag and I'm going to share with you the little surprise. What could it be? Oh. Okay, so I decided that it would be really cool to make a gift card holder. For the inside of the bag. So obviously we've got the largest die that gives us the main panel, the side and the base. So I'm gonna die cut one of those, but cut the sides and the base off. So I've ink blended the panel using the lovely inks provided in the kit, and I sprayed it in the cream gold sparkle spray, and then I have sprayed it in some hairspray to set it, because I really wanted to use this beautiful stamp. So I'm going to stamp this gorgeous stamp, and I'm going to use, as much as I love the Nuvo hybrid ink pads, I'm going to use a really heavy duty pigment ink, because I've used that ink over the top of lots of different mixed media things in the past, and I think that it will, it might just work a little bit better, because that's the kind of thing that it's designed for. So I absolutely love this pattern, and there was no way that I was going to not use it in this video. So this would be perfect for a card front, or a little set of a batch card set. You could even use this as like a really elaborate flower pot and have like flowers coming out of it because of the shape, just purely looking at the shape. But it is gorgeous, and they're so high quality as well, the stamps. So I'm going to use this Verso Fine Claire in Nocturne and hope that it does the trick, because sometimes inks don't like stamping over mixed media like sprays and whatnot. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. I'll just go over that little bit in the centre with a black archival ink pen, but look how gorgeous that is, and it would look so stunning on the front and back of a bag. So that is definitely something that you might want to consider. I can just think of so many uses for this kit. You could make millions and millions of different types of bag and different cards. I do think this would work beautifully if you used a nice large card and had this as a flower pot, and then raised it up. If you use several die cuts behind it and then raised it up and then had florals coming out of it, that would be absolutely stunning. So I've now got to wait for this to dry, obviously. I've got to wait for this to dry as well, and just see if it needs any last minute tweaking or if it's okay. I need to make my tag, and then I'll be back in a moment with the finished article. And here we go, the completed Sassy Shell Bag. I must admit, I am really chuffed with this. It's such a cute little bag, and it is really easy to put together. You saw me struggle a bit with the side bits, but once you've gotten used to it, it's not difficult. You just have to ensure that this is nicely rounded, and that you just hold it in place long enough. But now it's all dried, it's pretty seamless, to be honest. As you saw, I ink blended a panel and then sprayed it with the gold cream sparkle spray. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. I've kept all the little offcuts as well, like that's another bit. You can see that looks like a fingerprint because basically I'd sprayed too much on the mat, and then this bit was just me mopping it up. So you can get really nice and very different effects, and as you can see, it looks gorgeous over the top of an ink blended panel. And the Nuvo hybrid ink pads really blend beautifully, and they're really nice vibrant colours. So I used the shell tag and then the die, and I used just like random bits of cardstock cutouts, sort of remnants really, just to paper piece in some different colours for the shell. And then I'll show you the way that I have done the closure mechanism. I made use of the little star die, cut that twice, again from little offcuts. And so for the tag, I simply, excuse the plasters by the way, for the tag I got it to the length that I wanted it, and then I just used a bit of score tape just to stick it to the inside, and then I stuck one of my little starfish onto there. And then for the ribbon closure, I got a long length of ribbon, folded it in half, and then pushed that through both holes, and then put the end with the two ends through that, so you end up getting that, and it ends up allowing you to pull it tight as a closure like that. So you can put your little sweeties in there. I think this would be perfect for like gifting little treats, maybe if you're having a children's birthday party and you want to make little treat bags to take home. I think that would be lovely. I know I would have loved something like that as a child because I really loved the Little Mermaid. And by doing the closure like this, you can actually open it quite a bit, because I left the string quite long, and use it to hold the bag. So it's because I was thinking of making little handles, which would be really easy to do just by cutting some thin strips, maybe 1/4 of an inch, and then attaching them one to each end, or just sort of one across like that as a handle. But by doing this, so you can make quite a long handle that's easy to hold. So if you put some sweeties in there or something for a children's party, then that would be really cute. But then if you did actually want to close it up, like if you'd put like a little pair of socks, or if you were gifting to a crafty friend and you'd put some like Nuvo drops and ink pads and stuff in there, you could close it like that, and then you can just pop that in there like that. So I'm super pleased with that, and I've kept all the offcuts. It doesn't take much cardstock at all to make this. Obviously I did the largest die cut is the base, and you need 2 of them, and you get 2 of the cream cardstock, and I used I think I cut it all out of one. I think they're both cut out of one sheet, because the other sheet is where I did my ink blending, and I did it on the smoother side, which does still have some texture, but I did it on there. And as I said, I really fell in love with that this beautiful, absolutely stunning stamp. I absolutely fell in love with it, and I stand by the fact that that will make absolutely stunning cards. So what I did, literally just added a bead of glue around here, and then because it's got the hole in there, I used so there's a little tag die included in the kit here, which is always useful. I love tag dies. And then I picked the Just For You, and again I just cut that from an offcut, and it does deboss, it doesn't cut, so I just went in the gaps, which it was obvious, but in order to make it pop, I just went in with a fine liner, and then that then gives you space to put things in. So you could pop a gift card. It's my little handmade gift card here. I used the Tonic corner punch, so I just cut a little piece of scrap cardstock down. There we go, that's better. Cut a bit of scrap cardstock down to what I thought was a gift card size. Use my little 01 corner punch. Again, I don't use this as often as I should, but it just makes a lovely little edge. You could pop a gift card straight in there and it just pokes out the top. But I made a very super simple gift card holder. So again, I just used a scrap of white cardstock. Again, I used an offcut of the cream or ivory cardstock that I had sprayed. The just using this really just makes things look really special, the sparkle spray, and especially gold, it's just so classy. And then I use the little I cut out just a bunch basically of the little seashells and the starfish, and then just like wrote on their gift card, and again just added a bead of glue around the edge. So that's like a gift card holder which slides in there. So I mean, you could actually pop money in there as well, or a check if people still use them. So as you can see, the gift card holder does fit inside the bag, snugly, but it does fit. So there we go. That's all from me today. I'd love to know what you think of my projects. Just leave me a comment and let me know what you think, and if you have found value in this video, if you've picked up any tips or been inspired in any way, let me know how and what you've picked up, and I'd really love it if you would hit the like button, because when people leave comments and like the video, YouTube knows that people like it and then show it to more people. If you're not a kit subscriber, I would highly consider it. I get sent them now, obviously, because I'm on the design team for free, but I was buying these boxes for like a year, over a year, and then started making videos because the value is just amazing, and like just the value of the products, let alone the sort of stamp and dies, and obviously you get so much inspiration from the teamies, from my teamies, and from the Tonic in-house craft team as well. And if you do, you can buy them as a one-off, but it's a bit more expensive. So in my opinion, it's best to just subscribe, and then you can just, if there's a kit that you think, oh, I don't fancy that, you can just skip it, and then it's 30 quid a month. So, and I would love it if you do that, or if you buy any tonic goodies, if you would use my affiliate links that I'll put in the description box. That just really that gives me a small commission every time someone uses my affiliate link, and just helps to support me and my my channel. It's just a bit of pocket money that keeps me in card and glitter. So that's all from me today. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me this month, March 2023. There's quite a few videos coming up this month, Tonic Studios related. So I will see you very soon with some more crafty inspiration. Take care. Bye.